Hello everybody, Suave here, and I'm back with another playthrough of Need for Speed. This one, however, is going to be a little bit different because I'm thinking of starting up another series, but this one is kind of be on and off, and you guys kind of already know about it. It's the Dream slash Story series that's going to be going on. Now, I'm going to put this video into two playlists, once I start getting more. This one's basically just going in the Need for Speed playthrough, but as I have more and more interesting stories or dreams, I'll start putting them into the playlist. Anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna continue. Well, not continue, but start off with the dream. And so, it's like a Friday night. Well, not night, but afternoon. And so I'm at school, just wanting to go by because class is just taking forever, man. I'm just sitting there and yeah, kind of hear the teacher rambling on about some stuff, taking notes and everything, occasionally looking at the clock, usual things we do. And man, I'm just getting bored. I'm just looking at the clock every single minute, man, this class ain't going by fast enough. And so class finally ends, and I'm on my way to practice. I do the usual thing, but it's football season, so I do my stretches and everything, and we begin warm-ups, do our plays, and add some new ones in, practice some defensive plays slash formations, and practice is over. So I go home and I eat, and then I go to take a shower. So I do all my usual stuff, shower, brush my teeth, do all that. And so I go to sleep. And when I first wake up, I have a need to use the restroom, so I go. And when I come back to my room, I look at my headrest, and well, I see some tickets on there. And I first think it couldn't have been my dad. He doesn't really buy expensive things, and these tickets, they're probably for something very expensive. But maybe he figured I'd really like it, and since he probably wouldn't want to go, he probably got another just so I can take someone. And so I'm looking at the tickets, they look really nice and everything, and I flip them over, and they say Jurassic World on there, and I'm sitting there kind of losing my mind a little bit, there's no way, no, and I just call some of my friends because I noticed that I have two. Well, I'm thinking of who to call, and I don't know, I'm just sitting there thinking for a little bit, and then at one point, I think of one of my friends who's helped me a lot, for the time that I've known her. And so I not call her, but I text her, hey, I have these tickets. Do you want to come? If her parents say it's okay, we'll go. If not, it's cool. I find someone else. And so she says, yeah, I'll ask. And her parents told her yeah, it's okay. And so I'm great. Well, the tickets say we gotta be there by 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, something like that. I don't really remember. It's been quite a bit since I had this dream. And so we agree on when we would go, and me I actually have my car and license now, and so I go to her house and pick her up. And so we get to the ferry a little bit before there, and we're just having some small talk, and I ask her, hey Kate, so did you really get let to go on this trip, or what? Did you just decide to sneak? Me, I'm just playing around too. 'Cause I know that it like she wouldn't sneak out or anything. She's like, "Oh, I was lit." I was like, "All right then." And then the ferry finally arrives, and we go on board, and we're just having a bit of fun while we're going to the island. And at one point, I just decide to like look at the ocean, and I'm just sitting there looking at it with how blue it is and everything. I see some dolphins swim by, a shark or two, maybe a sea turtle, I don't know. And like, she just sees me like looking out into the ocean, and she asks me like, "What are you looking at?" I tell her the ocean. You know, I looked at this thing like for so long. Only when I went on vacation or something or whatever, or when I was watching TV. But now when I'm really out here and I'm really like having nothing else to do, I'm just trying to admire something. Yeah, it looks really nice. And so, like, it becomes like 11 o'clock, and we actually reach the island. So it turns out we only had to be there by 10. But it's funny how close that island was. Only an hour. Like, it took us to get there, which is crazy. And so, we decide to go off and on, and we get to the main plaza. And while we're at the main plaza, what we're deciding to, while we're sitting there trying to decide what we should do. And me, I kind of want to go see the T-Rex, but I ask her, "What do you want to do?" Shit, I was like, "I don't know. What do you want to do?" I just replied, "I don't know. You want to see the T-Rex? Like, that's kind of what I want to do, but you know, we can do what you want to do." So we agree, and we go into the T-Rex zone, and they have the tube where you walk through and you see the Rex, and we're just looking at it, and that huge animal is just walking across, you know, eating and everything. And I'm just sitting there like, man, I never thought I'd see like this dinosaur alive. Never in my life. Never this early. I thought maybe it would take a long time before this would happen. And so, and we're just walking through. We're just looking at it. And I noticed that there's a gift shop. I asked her like, "Hey, you want to go there to see what we can get?" Like, I don't think we're going to be staying here for a little bit longer than just today. But I kind of want to. There's so much to do. But, you know, your parents might get worried. So really, it's up to you. And she's like, "Yeah, sure. We'll go." And I'm looking at everything there. And everything is just so pricey. Like how you would expect from a theme park. Just pricey, pricey, pricey. And I see that they have these necklaces, like with the T-Rex tooth. I found it pretty cool. And I asked her, "Would you like one? Like, I'll pay for it." And Caitlin, she replies with, "Sure, I like one." And I buy two. One for myself and one for her. And we go on with the rest of the day, seeing a lot of the other dinosaurs, going to the baby dinosaur paddock where we can pet them. So basically it's a petting zoo in that part of the theme park. And we decided to go see the mosasaur. It was cool, and we had a whole lot of water splashed on us. And I don't know why, but we didn't buy the raincoats, so we wouldn't get completely soaked. But it happened, and we go back to the main plaza, and I look at my watch, and it says that, well, it's about to be like 9 o'clock. And I ask her, "Would you like to go back home? Like, it's fine with me, you know?" She's like, "Well, it's a Saturday. We can stay one more day, and I don't think my parents would mind. Are you sure? I asked. She replies with, yeah, I'm pretty sure. So I agree, and I go to get a room. I got up at one of the hotels that they have there in the park. I don't know how I could afford this, but I'm somehow able to do it. Anyways, so we get a room, and we go towards it. We have two beds, like one for her, one for me, and I'm just watching a bit of TV before I go to sleep. And she's staying up too. You know, us being just teens, basically just staying up, doing whatever. And I finally started to get tired at like around 11 o'clock. I asked her if she was tired. She's like, yeah, I kind of want to go to sleep. I'm like, alright then. Like, we'll just finish this real quick. And then, yeah, we'll go ahead and go to sleep. So, we go ahead and sleep after the show. And around like 1 or 2 in the morning, like, I just hear this noise and I wake up. And I don't know, like, it was loud enough for me to wake up, but not so loud to wake her up. And so I get up, like, in my PJs, and I open the door and I see this tail just walk into a room. And I close the door as fast but as quietly as I could, and I lock it. And I'm trying to wake her up. I'm like, Kate, wake up. Kate, please wake up. Wake up now. Like, wake up. And I'm just shaking her, trying to wake her up. And then she finally wakes up. She's like, what? What's going on? It's still the middle of the night. Like, why are you waking me up so early? And I'm telling her, right now is not safe. There are literally dinosaurs walking around in this building. What are you talking about? She replies, like, still kind of little groggy. I'm telling her, Kate, I'm serious. I am not playing with you. You know how much I play, but there is no dinosaur right now that I know of that is in its cage besides all the other ones. But right now, I'm serious. There is literally one in there. And then we start hearing a scream. And then like the little roar of the raptor. And then she realizes I wasn't kidding. And so she begins to dress like in her regular clothes real quick. Me, I'm not trying to look. And I'm dressing into my clothes. And all of a sudden I hear the doorknob kind of like trying to open. I'm like, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Because I remember watching Jurassic Park as a little kid. And those raptors, they can open doors. And so I was like, man, I'm happy I locked this door. But I already know it's not gonna hold it back. So I'm like, we gotta get out of here. We have to get out of here. And I look around, and the only way I see us getting out is the window. The window that we have. I'm like, Kate, we gotta get out through the window. What, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Kate, it's our only option. We have to go out through the window. At first she's like, I'm not going out there. And then she hears the roar. She's like, never mind, I changed my mind. So we go outside to the ledge. Her first, and me second. And we kind of like shimmy like our way like to the left. And then I hear the door bust down. And I hear the raptor. And I hear its call, like, it's calling for like help. Like in the first movie. And it's starting to sniff around. and at one point it goes towards the open window. It sticks its snout out, and I'm sitting there very close to the window. Like, that window is literally like about no more than like 8 inches away from my elbow. And I'm just sitting there looking at it. I know, like, Kate, she can't move any further to the left, and I don't want to do anything to make her fall or become injured. So I'm just sitting there with my eyes wide open, like I don't want anything to do with the raptor. And it begins to move its head like from right to left, like scanning. It's like scanning for us, and it's just beginning to sniff. And it looks down. It seems like there's no way it can stand there, so it figures we have to be flying or something. And so it opens its mouth, and you hear its little growl from the first movies. And me, I'm just becoming terrified. Like, I am petrified right now. And it pulls its head back from out the window, and it walks out. And me, I was just holding my breath for that whole time. Like, I did not want to reveal where we were, and I didn't want that thing to snap its jaw right towards me. And so I begin to whisper to her, "Alright, we're gonna have to jump down. Right here is not safe. We're gonna have to book it somewhere. We gotta go somewhere where it's safe. And I don't know where that is, but we just have to do it." She just doesn't want to do it. She's terrified, and I understand that because I'm scared too, and I don't want to do it. Well, this is the end of the first episode, and if you guys want to see more, like, just join me in the next episode, and we'll see more. If you liked it, please leave a like, and if you want to see more, please subscribe.